The half work. Are you ready for a little swim? Yeah, the half work was a little bit. Tweaks the boys are here.
Booster.
Basics. Basics tank top.
Alice?
1, 2, 3!
Oh, we're getting the tunnel from men's open.
First caps, boys. First cap through the tunnel. First cap through the tunnel. First
you're the
cap through the
youngest.
tunnel. First cap through the 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 tunnel. Tom, get out the tunnel.
Ducky?
Go. Simo lead. Hop shoot!
Guys, where do you want to go there?
Lads, just grab all of your bottles. Lads, grab bottles if they're empty, full if you're not drinking them, whatever, just lob them all back in the cooler so we're good to go.
Oh, there it is.
Sneaky! Watch everything go. You can carry something into your bag. We'll have a chat when I get back to it.
Sorry, but I don't know your name. That's probably what you mean, man.
Stay there.
Thank you.
Good boy! Somebody, so who's got the chair?
Are we in on background? You want
Well, welcome back to our final match of the day, day one of the Euros. We've got a men's 30s game, England v Wales. Looks like England are going to take an early lead here, they will. Very successful start to the European Championships. Been a great atmosphere, plenty of good friendly competition. Warmish conditions here in Vichy.
Yeah, I should have called it though once he'd come.
We've got the final round of the games here. So we've got the Wales men's 30s team here. Rooster play there. Sees the number 8, Adam Davies tagged. Oh, he snuck through. Yeah, what a great try. England got a little bit complacent there, and Davies sneaking through for the score. So we've got ourselves 1-1. Players coming off there, not 100% sure what had gone on, but nonetheless, that's a great little play, and They'll have to regroup. That's the number 14, Tom Simpson. Some of these players have probably come from the Opens division back in the day. Richard Moody gets himself touched. Touch 4. Beautiful sunshine out here in Vichy for this afternoon's game. Getting touched there, Tom Simpson, but penalty there. More than likely not moving forward, so get our linker here, number 6 steps in. Rips it to the 13, and he did rip it, but wasn't able to take possession there, so they've given that one up, the English. And Wales will be able to ruck the ball out. Let's see how they go here. Once again, because they're going that way, a bit hard to pick up the numbers until the second half, but we'll try and pick up some distinguishing features like number 1 there, Robert Christen, strapping on him. We already know Davies for his elusiveness. Nice pass there to the 13. They've been Reece Harper. Getting touched on last. England will roll the ball up now, looking to get it to the box. Sweep, find the winger. Winger will go to half. He probably didn't need to stay for that ruck. He could have let one of his substituted players do that, because now that's actually an incorrect changeover coming from outside the box, but he didn't have to stay for that. What have we got here? We've got an easy try. We'll just run a middle link, short side play. And the 15 rolls through, Nathan Burke for the second try for England. England take a 2-1 lead in this one, in the men's 30s clash. Wales looking a little bit disjointed here. The number 9 for Wales, Christopher Walker. Once again, not 100% sure what they're doing. Gives it to Churchill. Walker, Churchill. Easily read there by the English defence. Churchill. Davies was wanting the ball, but they didn't give it to him, and in the end, just put down by Beasley. So, England will ruck it to their box. It seems to be the common theme of the day. Most English sides seem to be running similar patterns here. It's not unexpected. We've got the 13 rolling through now, which is James Hurd. Hurd off to Tall Timber out there, number 3. Easily recognisable. That's a long way down, mate, but he got it down. Charlie Newton, the accountant. The glasses, the headband, the tall legs. Going over for the try. And England take a 3-1 lead. We've got Keston out there now. A little bit sloppy there from the Welsh. I think they're going to give that one up. They will. Yep. Number 5 for England, rocking the ball up hard. That's Rory Moore. Burke. Burke to half. Finds Moore. Burke. And number 4 is Wines. Between the legs there, so giving the ball up. And we've got the Welsh rocking the ball out now. Getting the ball to halfway. Good drive on here, good flow. The number 7 for Wales, Jonathan, finding the winger, but touch there out wide. So England snuff out that opportunity and get the ball back to ruck it out. Wales knocking it down, giving them 6 to go. Wines comes off for a spell. Passes to himself there. Berkey. Good drive there. Rory Moore. Getting a flow on there was Moody. Coming out of half is the number 1. Giving himself an extra set of 6 there. Stuart Bustle. Good solid play. Moody. Lovely play. Touch called there though by Jonathan. And I'm not sure if that's his first or last name looking at the team sheet, because I've just had a look at his other name. It's got more D's than any other letter in the alphabet, so we're just going to leave that by and call him Jonathan. But great inside-outside play. They dropped it. So Wales let off the hook there. And we've got them to try and ruck the ball out, going away from their box, but now going back to their box. So they might have wasted a touch there. The number 2, Dion Thomas. But that's touch 4, and they're not going to be on halfway, although Davies, dead set, has spiders on him at the moment because they cannot touch him. Just give them that man the ball. Walker and Churchill on the field, then Davies. Good solid touch there, that's Walker. And the last, that's late. No, referee's going to go ball down. Change of possession there. Some of the English lads trying to take advantage of some shade as they float through. Last touch, out of half. Davies has knocked it. There's going to be 6 to go. James Hurd out of half. Newton, Hurd, numbers, long ball. That could be a try. No, they've called touch there. Called touch on the winger, on Bustle. Hurd. Wines, looks to rip it long. Now it's a... What are they going to call here? It was a long pass that looked forward, but no. They're letting it go. And England get another one. So that goes to 4-1 now. Here as we approach the first drink break in our final game of day 1. Wonderful day here at the Omnisport Centre in Vichy. We'd like to thank Vichy Sport for their hospitality in the grounds here for the event. Absolutely magnificent facility. Very large facility. You could get lost here if you didn't know where you're going. And there's the drinks break. And we've got England leading this one 4-1 in the men's 30s division. So the drinks rule was brought in at about 2 o'clock this afternoon, as it got quite warm. It's more precautionary measure and also to protect probably, the referees. They've only got a limited number here, and if they start breaking down, then it can become quite difficult. So, it was more in relation to looking after them. I think the players wouldn't care whether they played straight out or they had a drinks break. So a lot of these players would have played in Malaysia in 2019, especially the English in that. And you know what hot is after playing in that tournament. So with the drinks break, play resumes just at the last possession. The crowd seems to have dissipated after that last men's game, where we saw a very impressive England side score 14 odd tries against a French side that rested a couple of key players, but England looked very good. So it'll be interesting to see over the next 2 days who will be able to go with them. We knew coming into this that the English Touch Association have done a lot of work in terms of their high performance program. And you're starting to see the benefits of that. And I think as the tournament goes on, that may come to fruition. But doesn't mean the other nations won't be giving it to them as best they can. But they are certainly the ones that are being hunted here in Vichy. Play resumes with segment 2 of the first half. Burke finds Hurd. Sorry, Simpson. Hurd's number 13, Simpson 14, Burke 15. Burke again. Moore, Simpson. Simpson grabbing it again. The number 12 out of half. Fancy footwork, but he's being caught there. Andy Dyer. So Wales negate that offence by the English team. And now try and ruck it out themselves and get themselves in a position where maybe they can put a try on. So it's a big number 2, I think. Thomas finding his compatriot, Jonathan. Put him together, you get Jonathan Thomas. No doubt plenty of Welsh kids named that. Thomas with a nice touch there. Sorry, that one was Jonathan. Thomas's 2. Jonathan 7. 10 for England is Toby Williams. The 10 for Wales is Ross Williams. Hasn't that been a name today that we've said? Plenty of Williams has run around as we see England cross again for another try. Taking the score out now to 5 touchdowns to 1. Yep, nice play. Number 10, I believe, there. One of the Williamses on the field. I might as well just say Williams, and there's more chance than not that I'll be right. So, got ourselves Walker here. Churchill and Walker, they seem to be on the field a little bit together. They may play together at the same club. Churchill, Walker, they're trying to set up a play here. Is he going to go back? No, a little switch back and looking for his linker to maybe hit a hole, but the linker had other ideas, and as a result, England are going to roll this out now. With Cross, the number 2, 13 is Hurd. That's big Wines, Daniel Wines. Referees have pulled a penalty for offside there, so Wines again. That's more. Dyer out of half. Simpson on the counties. Didn't get it between the legs, so Wales survived that one. But England are looking quite ominous in this division as well. So. There's Walker there. Churchill again, they want to get off the boys. It's getting warm out there. Number 5 for Wales. Beasley. Here's Beston, sorry. The number 12, John. Keston out of half. Now, they've called that late. Apologies, I think some of these guys have filled the name out. Oh no, probably right. Colum John, number 12. People with 2 first names in their name. Can't go wrong. So the number 12 there for England. Rucking out now. The 9 is Scott. The play ends with Wales snuffing out that opportunity for England. Good touch there by the 11, Simon Mallard. Wales have rolled it over the mark, so England get a chance to score here. Scott, Mallard. 6 is Moody. Gets the ball back off the inside play and dives at the line, and that is a touchdown. So Richard Moody puts England 6-1 up. We've got ourselves about 5 minutes left in this first half, so it's looking a little ominous for the Welsh. England look a little bit fresher, a little bit faster at the moment. Things can change, but from where I'm sitting, England look pretty good. So the 13, Harper. Harper around, goes for the line. Oh, it was close.
But they are getting really nice and wide now. They're
Jonathan
trying
to
to
half.
anticipate the break.
Harper.
Do you want me a bit wider?
16 is Bloom.
I want to give you some.
And the ball goes to ground. So outside of that little bit of magic by Davies, the Welsh haven't put a lot of pressure on the English line. England seem to be quite comfortably withstanding everything that the Welsh are throwing against them, and in return are quite fast and fluid rolling back down the field. But they've made a mistake there. Says Jonathan rolling the ball up. Might have had a little bobble, but got away with one there. Reece Harper into half. Touch for Walker. It's Churchill, but no. Another solid set of rucking coming up from the English. Burke, been strong. Might have took a little liberty there. Newton. Good roll. Scott, nah. A little bit creative there. A little bit of unstructured play from the English. A couple of balls going to ground, so maybe they've realised at 6-1 we can start throwing the ball around a little bit. We're going to get tries, so why not? Churchill with the ball. Walker with it. Keston, last touch coming. Just overrun the ball there was John.
Yeah, it's just honest. I think it's a ball play early.
That could be late now. Got touched through the pass, yep.
All we need to do is just simple options, win touch.
Refs don't like that. If you get touched and you throw it 3 seconds later, you're going to get penalised, and that's exactly what happened there. So change of possession. England mucking up the roll ball there. So no touch call there, I believe, was the decision. So the 12 is John. Keston using some footwork. Yep. No. England holding back on the line there, so the referee decides to blow a penalty. John again. Keston on the wraparound. Running that rooster line. So that's a couple of penalties now. If they give one more, I think there's a player. There'll be a player out the back for a set. Keston again running the wrap play, but the ball was put down. So
Charlie, less than a minute, mate.
England with good drive. That's touch 2 there at halfway. Mallard, Newton. The 10 is Williams. Out of half, number 13, Hurd. Gives it to Simpson. And that is a well-constructed try by the English. Just some lovely flow on the replay. Hurd out of half, uses his speed, finds Simpson. And we have a 7-1 scoreline. I think Wales are looking forward to half time. Probably about a minute left. and they can give themselves a bit of a break as we roll into the second half. John. Harper. 16 out of half. If he throws it long, there's a chance, but no, the ball goes to ground. So it's half time here in this men's 30s clash. No, it's not quite half time. We've got a forward pass. So it just takes the ball up and get touched. Half time here on the feature field. The last game of day one we have in the men's 30s. England 7, Wales 1.
Thanks, B. Trying to breathe. Everyone into the shade.
Funny.
Hogsy.
Please, mate.
Scores are all done. 7-1 England.
Right, boys, gather in. Take a couple seconds to gather these things. Turn your head on that. Score bucket. Score off. Sorry about the one, fellas. Yeah, right, boys, let's breathe. Beautiful last score, right? We gave a couple of really properly. Got to halfway through, leg holding, straight through the pitch. That's really boring, isn't it?
Max, 2 minutes.
And that's the only way it's a fun game. It's the only way it's great.
Error rate really low. Discipline outside of those 2 penalties right at the end. Really, really good. And really not shown anything. Keep that on the throw. Get attacked. Really like how direct we feel with that counter button. Try to make the adjustment now. Really early. We're still going to show that we do a very good time running. But I want the player running the counter. Direct that takes it'll show and go. That'll tighten them back up.
England!
Nathan,
Yeah, Nathan Charles.
I'll get Latch.
Final half of the day now. We come back 7-1, 7-2. Davies with the try. Getting the opening of this half for Wales. Sorry, I wasn't able to see exactly what happened there. I was fixing up the audio, but the replay shows Davies sliding under an offside player. Very good, very smart play. We've got Scott there getting a forward pass off Burke, but the referee's let that one go. No, he's dropped that one. He's done it a couple of times. Passing to himself, losing the ball.
Guys, these next 2 minutes are really focused on complete sets, yeah?
Rolling the ball forward now. Number 16. That's Bloom. Thomas. Ball goes to ground now, so England will try and ruck it up. Try and get back that 6-try advantage. Newton went into half there. Good driving. Latching on is the number 6 for England, which is Moody. That's Moore. 12 coming out of half is Dyer. He's come out of half a couple of times and same result, getting touched. Resulting in a change of possession. And the Welsh rolling forward now with Thomas. Fourth touch there. Bit of disruption at the roll ball. Churchill and Walker trying to work something. Pass to himself, but unfortunately didn't catch it himself, Davies. He's let that one slip. And the English decide to roll the ball forward.
There's so much room inside you, there's no trail.
Number 13, which is Hurd, sorry, James Hurd. Burke's there at half with Williams. Hurd. Burke again. Hurd. Williams. They've got space here. I'd probably... Oh, he bombed that one. The number 1, Bustle. Line right open. Catches, scores, but alas, that wasn't to be. So the Wales bringing it forward now, the Welsh. For number 17. Geraint Harvard.
Oh, sorry, indeed, yeah.
Who's that one? Getting good drive on there, that'd be Bloom. Number 12 there is John, finding Richards. I think England have been able to stuff that one out. So we've got Newton rolling the ball up the field now. Getting it to the middle, so Scott. Getting some good flow as they roll into the try line here, but no, the touch is made. Coming back now to the line. And we've got Scott. The 11 is Mallard. Scott again. Thought he found an offside player, but he didn't. Good touch by Keston, but he may have hurt himself here. His shoulder is strapped. And looks like he may have done some damage to that shoulder, so he subs off. Fresh player comes on in his replacement. Bloom ripping it to the wing, turning it inside. Trying to get some yardage here. So they've scored the only try of the second half, the Welsh, and they've got some free-flowing footy here. As they get a good flow on as they roll into touch 4. We've got Thomas out here returning the ball. Jonathan might have got touched there. Yep. We've got a late pass. So a bit more enterprise play by the Welsh. they've stopped England's advances at the same time putting the first try on. So there's Scott. There's probably the 15th forward pass let go today, but we won't harp on that. There's more. Dyer gets the dump down. 6 to go there, but good play by Moody.
Grab one of those little ones, Charlie.
5 is more. Burke, he wants his linker to come up so he can do a dive play at him, but Burke has thrown a long one there, but Winger had overrun it, or it went behind him. Either way, it was ineffective, and Wales come up with the ball.
I wanted to come on you and take the outside and get you back in the middle.
Right.
So I was trying to just stay out.
Touch 2 with the linker getting touched. His number just it's off the back. Number 13, I think, might have been Reece Harper. Walker and Churchill are on again. Davies is on. So Walker and Churchill seem to be dominating the middle. Churchill. 6 touch there. We'll make that forward pass number 16. Moore, Burke. Bustle from half. Wines, Hurd. Touch not being made there. Good play off the half. That's Simpson, the number 14. I think he's lost the hat that he had on earlier. Tried to throw a dummy and go through there, but Wales are not advancing as you need to these days, and the referee have identified that, given England a penalty. So the number 13, Hurd, wanting to run a 3-2. They run a 3 line. Throws it out wide and Bustle scores. Simple but effective play there. The left middle runs it outline, and the wingers get attracted to that. If we see here, an outline sees that the winger is 2 metres in, 2 metres too far in, and an easy finish there to Bustle. And we go back to an 8-2 scoreline. Great driving there. Bloom. Dummy down for Bloom, that's Harper. Newton tried to go the intercept, couldn't grab it. Penalty for not moving forward there, so we'll get ourselves an extra set of 6 for the Welsh. Harper will take the tap. Bloom half, then Harper. Nothing doing there. Scott makes a touch. Bloom and Harper. Call from the sideline to use it. Bloom and Harper are trying to do their best to do that. Yeah, well covered again by Scott. Well, they've had 2 cracks at doing the exact same play. And they're well, Bloom's gonna have a dump this time. And they go back the opposite way. You dummy half, you can't score. Tried to pull a sneaky over everyone there, so England will be able to roll this back out to 7. Well, they actually roll it forward more now because the Welsh lad, Harper, decided that he didn't want to give it back to him. That cost him 10 metres. Newton. Scott. Wines. Moore. It's touch 4. Dyer wants to go again. He's gone about 3 times today. He's going to go a 4th time. Sees the winger out there, number 16. Refs aren't going to have an issue with it. And Thomas Davies puts the pill down. The bearded warrior, as they call him at home, gets himself a try. I think he's got a couple, actually. With a score of 9-2, there's probably a couple of players that have got a few. So
Hands on your head, Colin.
Walker taps for Wales now. Get ourselves
saw you react to that line. And I was like, no.
Thomas and Jonathan. Walker with the last play before the drinks break. Nothing doing there, but they don't lose the ball. So our final drinks break for day one. And we've got the English doing it quite comfortably, 9 touchdowns to 2.
Tell the middle to get up higher.
So,
The main thing is we can't have our link coming with you because they
some good discussion going on here between the players. Dyer, who ran through from half to deliver the pass to Davies. Rory Moore, who's been quite influential in a lot of the stuff that this England men's 30s team has done. They look quite fast, they look quite fit, and score's evident.
So no more 23s, we're going to get 32 long. Okay.
10 minutes left in the day one competition. It's been a very successful day here in Vichy. We look forward to you all tuning in tomorrow for day 2. More round games throughout the day.
Do you want the same? No.
Day 3, of course, we finish the rounds and progress into
Rory, Andy,
our progression stages of the tournament. Where we start to see the men's and mixed and women's opens go into different formats.
I've got loads of water if you want.
And then finals day on the Saturday. Looking at the updated temperatures, it looks like it's going to be 30 degrees each of those final 3 days, so I believe the quarterly drinks rule will come into effect. Probably a different standard here in the Northern Hemisphere compared to what we're used to in the Southern, but we've got to play the conditions and what everyone's used to. Number 10 for Wales. That's a good little play. Just couldn't finish it off. That's a little bit more creative from the Welsh there. Good to see that they're having a crack at putting together a couple of moves. That's what they need to do in the last few minutes here. The game might be gone at 9-2, but if you can get a couple of tries, get a little bit of confidence for the rest of the tournament, that's exactly what you want to be doing. As we've got Dyer there dishing it out to Moore. That's forward pass. Yep. It's going to be called back here. That was right in front of me, that one, and the referee successfully picked it up. So, you know, they might have let 1 or 2 go today, but they picked that one up, so credit where credit's due. Wales get the penalty, decide to roll the ball, no dummy half, rucking it up now. Harper dictating where he wants people to go. That's touch 4, getting called out from the box so they know what touch count it is. Churchill. We've got Big Davies coming around the back. Bit of a hard touch there, so we'll recount. We'll get another fresh set of 6. Harper will take the tap. Churchill will dump the ball, try and get it off for Quickie. Or you and me. Davies to half. Another Harper. He wants it again, Harper. Step back. Tried to find Churchill. Found him, but unfortunately found his face, not his hands, and as a result the ball's gone to ground. So England will ruck it out now with Dyer. Right, we're playing on here. Wines. Good shove there, and that's been picked up, so we're given the penalty. Number 11 for England. Mallard. Getting a bit of time now, comes out of half. Scott. It's been effective, Mallard.
Can you go down?
It was good depth over it, right? That made it work.
Scott calling plays around. Potentially a sweeper coming. They decide to go against that. Newton steps in, looking to pass.
Andy, that's the picture I thought I saw in that first half.
Puts his hand up to say maybe the winger was on, but
that was the opposite side.
a pretty decent pill to get it to there.
Inside on the first half, whereas you came round my outside.
And then the ball goes to ground, so Churchill,
I know I shouldn't have had
Davies round the back.
I mean the image of me coming around the corner for the fly, but then it didn't show, which is why I didn't give it the time.
Tries to find the sideline at touch 3. Little hop, skip and a jump there. Bloom. Out of half is the 10. Williams. Finds John. Finds the end of the set. Scott. Newton. Rocking the ball forward. Scott again. Little workhorse, old Scott. Does well. There's Wines. He's not hard to miss. James Hurd. Williams wanted it. Coming out of half now. Wines at the switch. Oh, that was an interesting pass. A bit of creativity from the big fella. That's what we like to see. And may get a 6 to go here. Burke. Oh, a bit of razzle dazzle from the English. Oh, can they finish it? No. Well, it was quite handy with the flick passes, but the over the top Hail Mary not as effective. So, but great play. Deserved a try. But yeah, they just couldn't finish it, and as a result, Wales escaped that one. Bloom rucking it up now with Bloom. The winger over there getting involved, getting the dummy half. A little bit of argy-bargy there. Got Walker. Number 15 for Wales. Haven't called him too much today. Richards. So Wines gets shoved into the box there. Williams rocking. There's Moody. Dyer. They're probably going to want to set up for him because there's more. Gives it to Dyer. Yeah, he probably wanted it to go down here. He's going to go short side again. Switchback's on it. There's a try here. Moody scores. Brings up double digits for the English. Andy Dyer again, running a short sideline. Comes out of half, attracts the middle. Middle over commits. The other middle's not there. And we have ourselves a 10-11-2 scoreline. Must have missed one. My apologies. Churchill, Harper.
Oh yeah, Rory, I'll just knock the ball down.
Long ball out to the number 5 there, the big fella, Beasley. Getting touched, and Scott rocks the ball forward. Burke to half. Newton, so plenty of talent in this English men's 30s team. Using this once again as a stepping stone to the World Cup next year. I'd anticipate. Well, naturally, all these players can qualify for the 30s division, being the youngest of the seniors divisions. I'd say they want to keep the majority of this team together because they seem to have a good flow, a good rhythm amongst themselves. 3.5 to go in the day. Look at ourselves. Richards and Bloom now. Richards getting himself to link. Number 10, Williams. Last touch now, Williams. Bloom. The number 12. Who is John?
Guys, this last couple of minutes, really get our set completion back.
Wines for England now, getting the ball to the sub box. They just want to wind it down now in the last 2.5. Don't want to do anything fancy. They don't want to get any injuries. Just get to the end of the day. Dyer's been good. Moody scored the last try. Dyer's going to go short side again. Yeah, he could have picked out. He could have run from half, then he could have picked out the winger, decided to pass early. And as we said, you don't want to get any injuries in the last 2 minutes of the day, but we've got a Welsh player who's a bit of an ankle issue, wants to come off. That's Williams. And we see Walker go back on. for the final couple of minutes of this one.
Coming up to 8 now. Is this the last?
Over the mark there, had to take it back was John. Richards, Walker. To John, to Bloom. Getting it to the sideline there for Wales. Walker again. Our last touch here. Harper. No. Jonathan there getting caught with the ball. So England again, quick transition, getting to the box. New players coming on. Dye calling the shots. He'll probably rock and roll off. He dropped that. Yep. So change of possession. He's not happy about the decision, but it was the right one. Didn't roll the ball properly, so Wales get a chance now maybe to finish off with a try. As we've got Thomas there with the ball. Reece Harper. Churchill walking with Walker again. Oh no, John working with John, so that was significantly over the mark by Richards and he's been picked up.
Get that ball, Ducky!
So we're in the last 30 odd seconds here of this one. This could be the last possessions of the game. And Scott gives it a good drive through, straight through the number 11, and that ices the game. Simon Mallard showing a great set of wheels there. Burst through the centre of the field. Some very tight defence from the Welsh. And that just puts the cherry on a pretty decent cake today for this England men's 30s team.
Good boys, what a good yakker, yeah.
And as we say, the referee says, no, you didn't get it off in time. That will do us. So that concludes this match. It also concludes day one of the 2023 Euros. Hope you've enjoyed the coverage here from Vichy, France. And we look forward to seeing you all again tomorrow morning from 8:30 with day two of action.
Sorry, mate, I was on a walk my own.
Do you have any minivans around? I've seen some of the players using them. Resistance band.
Oh, I think
The players over.
yeah, yeah.